It's how I've been able to stay with my job for almost 24 years and not get bored or just like, uh, over it, because my job is always going through cycles. I'll do this class, then it comes to an end, and then I'll do farmers market. Then a new class starts, and it brings new people. And I'm going to open and close and get warm. But in my in-person class, I switch around to different counties because I have 17 counties I work in. So I may be doing the same program, but I'm with new people, and it just cycles around like that. So I just have an awesome job, and I hope I don't plan on retiring when I'm 55 or 53. I don't really plan on retiring when I'm 65. I just love my job. So I'm very thankful to have a job that I love. I'm very thankful to have a job that puts family first. So I've always been able to leave when my kids have whatever they have, whether it be sickness, whether it be an award ceremony, a ball game, or it's always been supported around here that family comes first. And so what a beautiful place to be able to work. 20 almost 24 years, right? So I count my blessings in that. All right, stable stance. Letting go of any tension and breathing. Let's begin. Here's our warm-ups for our neck. My x-ray came back. I know I told y'all on Tuesday that I was having a chest x-ray, or maybe I didn't tell y'all. Maybe I just told y'all I was going to the doctor. Well, she made me go get a chest x-ray, and I don't have pneumonia anymore. I just have inflammation in my lungs. But we're going on a month since I've been sick. So maybe by August I can say, I'm not sick anymore. This is the one I get stuck on because it feels so good to stretch my neck. For our shoulders. And back. For our spine. We did our review on Tuesday of the Tai Chi principles, and we were reminded that when we keep our principles in mind, even with warm-ups and our moves, then we get benefits from Tai Chi. So we want to go slow, smooth, and continuous. Gentle resistance, gentle being a key word. Upright posture, no leaning. Weight transfer, reminder of that empty step before we commit weight to a foot. And then the internal components of song or open joints and jing, mental quietness. So as you practice and get better at your Tai Chi moves, keep those principles in mind. Work on one at a time. Which ones don't come as easy to you? And that may change from day to day. Sometimes I have an easy time transitioning to slow, and other times I forget about that empty step. I get in a hurry to commit the weight. Sometimes I find myself holding my breath or gathering and holding tension in my shoulders as I raise my arms. To me, the best benefit of Tai Chi is body awareness. And so you're more aware of how you hold your body. And when you realize you are holding tension or not breathing, when you find yourself being in a hurry, that says fix it, and that's body awareness. If you don't know that you're doing something wrong, then you don't have body awareness. So you may go through life making those mistakes that may set you up for falls. For our knees. Step forward, shift weight, both heels on the ground. And our ankles. And give us a good shake. Now we are ready to go through our moves. We can go all the way through. I won't worry about music right now. So starting from the top with commencement, that will take us through our basic 6, advanced 6, and then we'll go into our part 2 and just see how that's feeling. See if there's anything we need to talk about and go over. All right, here we go. And commence. Open, close, single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Advanced 6. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Now to part 2. Brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Open, close. Step back, single whip. Fist under elbow. Repulse the monkey. Remember, it's our brush to the back. Come all the way to the front. And then to the left. Leisurely tie the coat. Open, close. Now we start all the way to the top. Brush knee. To the left. Leisurely tie the coat. To the front. Open, close. Step back, single whip. Fist under elbow. Repulse the monkey. Brush to the back. Come all the way to the front. And brush to the right. Leisurely tie the coat. Open, close, and close it out. How'd you do on that? We went for it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Any questions or parts that you want to go over?
Yeah, we were supposed to do the ending part. We had did.
We
were in the middle of going to that part.
Okay, so we're working on repulse the monkey into the final leisurely tie the coat.
Yeah, repulsing the monkey.
All right, repulse the monkey. So we're coming from fist under elbow. Let me get closer. All right, we're coming from fist under elbow the first time. And so we have, let's see, we've stepped back, single whip. Hold on, where am I? Step back, single whip. Okay, so I've shifted left, turn right, shift right, turn left, step, and follow step. Okay, so we're here. So all our weight is on the left foot. We have just follow stepped right. Our hand is here. So in the plane, our right fist is under the plane of our left elbow. So what we're going to do is we're going to step out. So from the front, it looks like this. So we're here. We're going to step out. And that's when we start that first brush. Even though it's called repulse the monkey, it's basically 3 brush knees. We're just going in a circle. So that first move we make from at the end of fist under elbow is here. So I wanted you to be able to see that from the front, that it looks like this. We've stepped out, we've widened our stance to be able to start that brush knee to the back. So we're here, the end of fist under elbow, repulse the monkey, I step out and lay my hands out. I'm going to shift right, left foot, left hand back, just like in our brush knee. Step to the back, bring this hand in and turn, shift left as I push, and follow step right. So that feels like a brush knee, doesn't it? The setup is just a little bit different. When we regular brush knee, it's here, 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 here. You know, there's that beginning part that's a little bit different, but ultimately in the end is that brush. So we're here, the end of fist under elbow. Repulse the monkey. We step out, lay our hands. Shift right, left foot, left hand back. Now step left to the back. Bring the right hand in, turn. Now shift left as I push and follow step right. So that felt very familiar, didn't it? Except that very first part where we stepped out. Here, step, brush, follow step. Okay, so now the tricky part right here is that we're going from facing the back, which is right here, here's my back, to going all the way to the front. And so that's the tricky part. So how do we do that? Well, I step back right to give myself some more room to move. I don't have to, and Dr. Lamb doesn't. But I think it feels better to have a little bit more space. So I step back right to give me some space. Then I shift right. Now I'm going to take this left foot and I'm going to turn it. Then I'm going to shift left and I'm going to turn my right. I'm moving towards the front. Now I can step right, shift, and follow step left. So there's that. I ditched the hand movements because this footwork is kind of tricky with pivots. So I brush to the back, follow step. All right, I step back right, shift right, turn the left, shift to the left, turn the right, step right, shift, follow step left. Slowing this movement down may hurt your knees. But slowing it down is part of the process of learning it. So we brush to the back, done. Repulse the monkey. Our goal is to go to the front. If you need to step, 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 step. To get there, if you need to kind of shift, shuffle shift till you get back to the front, that's okay. Especially if you're having a hard time making that shift and pivot work, or if you do have some issues with your knees. So we always have permission to modify when safety is a concern. So I acknowledge that when it's slowed down, it's a little harder on your knee joints, but our goal is here. Watch just my feet. So it's a little lighter on my feet than when we slow down. So I'm pivoting on my heel, here, step back for more room, pivot on my heel, shift, pivot on the ball, step, shift, follow step. So those pivots are a real important part of getting all the way from the back to the front. Is pivot on that heel, shift, pivot on the ball. So your weight is shifted. Okay, so here I've stepped back, shifted weight to that right leg. I don't have weight on this foot. It's just a tiny, tiny bit, because my heel is connected to the ground when I pivot and move that left foot. Then I shift all my weight to my left foot. Now my ball of my right foot is connected to the floor, and I pivot as I move towards the front, and then I step right, shift, follow step. So is that clear on what our feet are doing to get from the back all the way to the front? I find this to be a very hard move to teach online, in virtual.
That's better.
I
That's
find
better.
it really hard to teach in person, but it's easier to probably see in person. It's just a complicated move. We have to remember that part 2 is like way advanced land. Part 2 is kind of out of the realm of falls prevention. Part 2 says, my balance is really good. I have mastered, now I'm going out on a limb here, I have mastered basic 6, I have advanced 6 checked off, I am so strong, I am so able, watch me 360 degree move. I mean, I'm going to go all the way to the back and then bring myself all the way to the front, just like I am floating on just above that floor. That's what part 2 is. It is past advanced. So be patient with yourself as you experience this move. Don't overdo it going slow, because it really does cause a lot of pressure on those knee joints as you slow down to go here and then turn and slow, turn, step, shift, and follow step, because your weight is on a leg in an awkward kind of position longer when you slow down, but when you speed it up to the right movement pace, then your weight isn't sitting on a foot. You're floating through the movement. Step, follow step to the back, and then we float to the front. You're really light on your feet as you step, pivot, step, shift, follow step. I think that's all the right words. Alright, so here, we're going to talk about our hands now. So we're at the end of fist under elbow. We start our repulse the monkey by stepping out, laying our hands, shift right, prepare. What are we preparing for? Stepping to the back, and we're brushing that right hand and follow step. All right, so when I step back right, I get my hands ready for a brush knee. So I'm here, step back right, I'm preparing my hands, shift. When I turn that left foot, this right hand comes to my hip, and now my left hand is preparing for the brush, and it starts to brush when I step right and shift. There it is, follow step. So that's what's happening with our hands when all that funky stuff is happening with our feet. We're here, step out, repulse the monkey, brush to the back, step back, prepare our hands, separate, shift, step, brush, and follow step. Now we got one last brush knee to do, and when we step left, we lay our hands to prepare and separate as we turn our bodies, shift left as I brush, and follow step right. So it's brush to the back, brush to the front, and brush to the left is our repulse the monkey. So I think when you think of it as 3 brush knees, it may make it a little easier. The feet are kind of tricky to go from facing the back to getting to the front. And I do have some people that shuffle their way to the front. So they may go here, and then here, and then here. So it's that back to the front. Sometimes that's tricky for people. So you saw me do it in a modified way, where I'm here, start off just fine, we're great, we're brushing to the back, and then watch my feet shuffle as I brush to the front, here, and then brush knee to the left. How was that?
It's better.
Good. It just takes practice. It really does. And I hate to use words like quick and fast, but when you can practice it at that faster pace, not the chopped up version, then I find it to be a little bit easier. You just have to know what you're supposed to be doing. To pivot, step. You're just really light on your feet whenever you go through that movement. You never like pause into a follow step and then the next move. You're just really light on your feet as you go through that. So let's do it the other way, because it's not always easy just to say, oh, just do it the other way. So so the other way comes from, let's see, step back, single whip, fist under elbow. All right, so we're here, fist under elbow. We step out left, lay our hands. Shift left, separate, prepare. We're going to the back. We step right to the back, shift and brush, follow step left. Now we are going all the way back to the front, right? So we step back, shift, bring that right around, shift, bring that left around, step, shift and brush, follow step, and now we got to go to the right. Step, shift, follow step. That sort of blew our mind, didn't it? To go, oh gosh, we were just getting comfortable going the other way. Now what do we just do? But it is those brush knees. So we first step back, single whip. I always have to come from there to make sure my weight is correct. So we step out left, lay hands, shift left, separate. We are stepping to the back, shift as I brush, follow step. Step back to give us more room. Bring that right around, shift, bring that left around, step left, shift as I brush, follow step right, and to the right. Step, shift, follow step. So those are our 2 repulse the monkeys. So that's a great thing to practice over the summer. Repulse the monkeys. So you can refer back here and listen and go through that. Leisurely tie the coat. So with leisurely tie the coat, we do it to the right twice. We do it to the left twice. When we do it to the right, no, when we do it to the left, no, that's the right, sorry. When we do it to the left, no, that's the right. Oh, dang, I think it's time to stop. When we do it, okay, let me SpongeBob it. Okay, I mean erase what I just said. So we leisurely tie the coat this way first. And that's probably the way we're most comfortable with, because we've done it the most, and that's where we're here. That's our leisurely tie the coat to the right. because I finally got my brain together. Okay? We do it to the right twice, but we do all of this and go back through it before we do to the right again. So, leisurely tie the coat to the right is at the beginning, and then it's at the very end. We leisurely tie coat to the left twice, but we do it almost back to back, right? So we leisurely tie the coat to the left, open, close, brush knee, leisurely tie the coat to the left. So it's almost back to back. So that's because we go through all the moves and then go through all the moves again just backwards. So that may seem kind of odd to y'all, and but we do it to the left almost right after each other. So when we do it the first time, we're coming from that first repulse the monkey, where we end on that brush knee. So our first leisurely tie the coat to the left comes after that repulse the monkey here. So you know how in the front we started from brush knee to leisurely tie the coat. Well, when we're doing this leisurely tie the coat, we're following repulse the monkey, but what is repulse the monkey? 3 brush knees. So we're coming from the end just like a brush knee, just like we did in the beginning. It was just called a brush knee. So we're finished our repulse the monkey. Now we leisurely tie the coat to the left. So we know when we leisurely tie the coat to the left, the first time, we're almost done with the very first cycle. Open and close. Now we're starting all over. Brush knee to the left. And now leisurely tie the coat. So I find that a little bit confusing. I know in the past I have said, wait, did I already do that? Is this my second time? Is this my third time? Because you do it that close together. So keep that in mind. And if this poster or this listing right here is confusing to you, then write it out a different way. Write it out without these right here, the second directions, and then make another sheet that says brush knee, leisurely tie the coat to the left, and so on. And that may be more helpful to have all the movements and all the directions in order. Was that helpful?
It is.
Okay. It's 10:02.
Okay.
Anything else that y'all want to go over?
That's it.
Okay. Let's cool down. Y'all know that you always have access to me. So if you find yourself practicing, if you get on here and open this video up and you go, I just have a question, just text me, call me, email me. I'm here for you. If we need to make a Zoom call and get on here, I'm willing to do it. So don't think you're going to bother me by messaging me. Because y'all, if y'all are willing to practice and put in the work, I will find a way to help you through it. So I know this is challenging, so I want to be accessible to you to help you through it, especially if you want to be able to do it. Because I love these moves. It feels like a dance.
I love it too.
Oh, it's just so pretty and elegant, and I love it. All right, so gather the tension and let it go. Gather and release. Oh, I probably should do that one more time. Big shoulder circle. gather and feel the soul, right? Gather good things and feel the soul with those good things. One more time. Now we have our right fist representing our strength, our fingers together representing our friendship, our thumb in our humility, and in mutual respect, we put those together and we say namaste. Thank y'all so much. This is
Thank
awesome.
you.
Oh,
you.
we have
I
done
can't
it again.
We have
Yeah.
to close.
All right. Well, I will talk to y'all when I talk to y'all, right?
Sounds
Blessings.
great. Sounds great.
I love y'all so much, and I
Love y'all.
Love
appreciate.
you, Jennifer.
I really appreciate y'all's dedication. I really do. It
We
makes
enjoy.
it makes me feel good to know that y'all are interested and so dedicated. All right. Well, y'all take care, and I'll see you in August, if not before.
Okay,
All
sounds
right.
great.
Love
you.
y'all.
Love y'all. Y'all have a great.
You, yes, you too.
All
Bye-bye.
right.